What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the market watch. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about it. So with Nationals this weekend, I figured it would be a great time to look at what Card Market kind of had for their Digimon Championship cards. It's a good informational stepping point to kind of know and gauge what we'll be seeing for our prices at the long term. So first off, I'm going to be straight up. I think we're going to see these in the $20s to $30 range on first couple listings. And it'll definitely start coming down into the 15s, I think. If not a little bit lower, depending on situations and if this is classified the chase of the 4, that you get. But right now, it's on the Europe market for 14s, 15s to 17 euro range. So there's going to definitely be enough. Let's be honest, if every player gets maybe, 2, and there's 1,000 players, that's 2,000 copies of this on the market. Means that the people that want to play High Commandramon will definitely be playing the Commandramon deck at max rarity. Boom, that's where most of the money is. That's about it. It's going to definitely take some time for it to actually come down. Let's take a look at it. Lugarmon. Lugarmon is the champion for Lugamon's deck. This is probably the second one. I think this will be probably the chase because once 17 comes out, starts showing off reveals, and there's a new line or anything like that, and this card is still seeing play. This thing's going to go up probably 20, 30 to 30 range very easily, but probably starting out is probably in the 25, and then goes down to I would say in the 17s, and then by the time that it has the cooldown, I think we will be seeing BT17 reveals, and it's going to skyrocket. Royal Knight, Purge of the Royal Knights, or Royal Knight of the Purge. This is €4, €5. No surprising there. Second expensive. Third expensive, I will definitely say this is probably going to be the third chased. Sunflowmon is going to be the least chased. I think this will be even dirt cheap, maybe even like $2 for us, but it's in the €4 range. Saberdramon, finally cooling off, boys and girls. Like I said it would. This card is just going to get over flooded soon, and look at that, 30 copies at $16 a piece. So definitely expect this to probably reach $10, just give it time. Europe side looking like 15 to 17 euros. Leviamon alternate art Animal Coliseum EX05 going down 24, 25s, 25. Kind of good to see it go. This is going to be probably one of the best purple decks once all the hits are in place. The Leviamon X antibody stuff plus the BT16 stuff just makes the deck actually a formidable force to deal with. So Leviamon is expected to be a little more expensive, and long-term value out of the purple decks, this is going to be the one that'll probably hold strength, especially with new Demon Lord support that is an EX06. So $24, not a hard thing to expect. Let's take a look. So Leviamon regular art, though, is at $8 a pop. Kind of going down, though, which is good to see. I expect this to be a little more expensive just because of everything else. But let's just take a look on what's going on. Europe side, though, you guys are sitting at 16 to 18. Not looking pretty, guys. You are climbing. I feel bad. That's just not fair. So let's see what the alt art is going for you guys here. It's looking like 28 euros up to 50. Whew! One expensive snap alligator demon thing. So guys, I feel bad. You guys are not getting this deck for cheap. Dianamon from Animal Crossing EX05. I know it's Animal Coliseum, guys. $8. Kind of going down a little bit. So it's good to see she's kind of starting to drop. People are starting to realize that deck is just not competitively viable right now. It needs some TLC before this deck can actually do something. Europe side looking like €6 to €7. Yeah, no surprise there. Let's take a look. Apollomon, kind of following the same trend. We got like $6.44 and going down. Had a little bit of hype, but I don't see this deck holding long-term value. It's just way too clunky right now, and it needs a basically set and a half before we are ready to even touch this deck again. So, Europe side looking like 5 euros, 6 euros going down, and it goes up to 11 cap. At least they're not crazy shenanigans that we kind of see on markets, where they kind of just overshot it. X Antibody Protoform Animal Coliseum EX05, $7.90 going down. No surprise here. Good to see it. This is one of those cards you want to move if you're at Nats as soon as possible. Get your money quick. This is not going to spike up as quickly once Nats are over. The decks that really need them are getting hit. Europe side looking like 11 to 12 euros to 15. Crazy. Next, we do have Digimon. Good to see it finally cooling off. This $12 is nice to see, but it's kind of still expensive. We'll give it some more time before we say invest into this card. The deck is not going to do good until the deck is lowered. Europe side looking like 14s to 20 euros, then goes to 25. Then we have Zubamon. Zubamon is one of those hit or miss cards. It's starting to spike up. If you didn't get it for your 10s, it's going to go up. The problem is, we already know what Blast Ace can do, and the fact that Blast Ace can take a level 6 just to get into Ragnalordmon, boom, on your opponent's turn, and if the Ragnalordmon is really extremely defensive, which Ragnalordmon has proven, this is going to get scary pretty quickly. So, we might see some sort of competitive viability with Ragnalord that you're not ready for. If it has raid, then this card becomes less viable, but that depends on what inheritables it naturally gets. Europe side looking like 13s to 14s to 19s. Yeah, it's following the same trend. This card is not going to be cheap. Defensive training being the next most expensive training in the set paired to the purple one. This is going up. It's at roughly $8 a pop, and it's going to climb. So no surprise here. Then we have Europe side looking like 5 euros, 6 euros, 7 euros. No surprise. Then we have Raremon. $14 and going a little bit just like plateauing here. Just leave it be. This card is just going to take a while. We hopefully get a reprint of this. This would be amazing just to have a reprint of. Europe side looking like 15s to 20s. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be in Machine Mugen decks, and then really it's only in certain decks that want to mill faster that Raremon's going to be kind of just going for it. But that really comes down to the day. Raremon's really good card. Long term, I don't know if this is a long-term investment hold. Destromon. This card, the promo for the Galacticmon stuff, is $5 a pop. So this is kind of the card you want to pick up. This card's going to come down even more. So I give it like another week or two before I really invest into it. Maybe this thing will touch like $2 and then you'll be able to get it fast. You know, we got 3 euros, 4 euros. Yeah, plenty of stock. Goes up to 9, but give it some time. Mirai, no surprise, shot up to $15 to 25. Gonzo. This is no surprise here. Mirai is just going to be expensive. The hype was there, and it was just inevitable. This thing is 17 euros, 20 euros, kind of same thing. Just once the reveal for Mastamon Ace showed up, good luck. Then we have Kawagamon. Kawagamon is starting to see some climb. It was like a $3 card at one point. Now it's heading to 7s. So don't be surprised if this thing keeps going up, especially with Insectoids being one of the better decks of the format, and it's nutty. So you're going to want this card at a playset for that deck. Europe side looking like 7 euros, 9 euros, crazy. They got Begadramon, showing some spike interest. This is just because 15 is coming, and Begadramon combos really well with, you know, the decks that are going to be playing it, and that is the D-Police. So with Ryuta's line whole in this deck, plus Begadramon, it's going to show some major damage, and I'm excited. Europe side looking like 4 euros 50 cents, goes to 5s. Nothing too crazy, plenty of listings, so you guys are looking pretty mint on this. So, let's see. Emperor Greymon, with so many tops that has happened, and the Europe Nationals just happened. Half their line was Emperor Greymon, so I'm not surprised here. So Yeah, we got $9 a pop, and this card's just going to keep going up. Emperor Greymon finally getting off the dust and just going like, we're just going to OTK everybody. And it literally only took in Louis and Ugamon just to make the deck faster. Europe side looking like €4.50, €7. Crazy. This card is going up on your side. Then we have Quartzmon alternate arts up to $40 a pop. This card is just going to keep climbing. So I'm going to be straight honest with you. Unless they ban this card is just going to keep climbing to the point where I think it's going to reach like $60. No surprise here. It's just how powerful this card is. If it keeps at the steady rate it is, I don't see enough people underselling this enough for it to be lower. So we only got 2 pages. But let's see what crazy shenanigans we're going to be at. So what's the top? 62. 62 is not bad. So definitely could see it climbing more. Let's take a look. Europe side looking like €35, €40 to €50. Yeah. Not the point of selling. Ignitemon Event Pack 5. Get ready for this to tank. This weekend's going to really flood the market with Event Pack 5s and probably 4s. I feel like 5 and 4 are going to get flooded on the market within the weekend. Once Monday hits, expect these things to tank fast. So 22s, 25, 30s. Yeah. We'll retrace these cards, especially on Sunday, because people are going to list heavily. 13s to 16s. Yeah. Black War Greymon X Antibody is going up for the alternate art. It's been climbing slowly in the back reigns. War Greymon's been going up a little bit quicker, but this one has just been climbing too. So 20s, 24s, 25. So the X Antibody is just coming up for its ulti. Europe side, same things, but they're in a better price range. 14s, 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 15s, 17s. Yeah, that's not terrible. Then we have Mastermind alternate art. Guys, $340 is kind of where it's going. No sales of recently, so this is just still sitting at that 300 mark. I'm not surprised here. Mastamon is going to be a good deck once we get to EX6. So with that support, you're going to get some value. Europe side. Who came along and bought more copies? 3,500 euros, guys. Cool Boy Event Pack 4, same things going on here. I expect this to flood in the market, but it's bought out. It's $40 a piece. Last sales were earlier for 16s and stuff like that. No surprise. Europe side looking like €8, €9, €10. Good time right now to unload those at Nats. Get things that you want as soon as possible, because these cards are going to spike, like crash and burn shortly after. I mean, not spike. Definitely spike in quantity. Analog Man Event Pack 5, Dimensional Phase, BT11. We're $15, 20s, moderately play. What is going on with that? $20, though. Let's see, Europe side looking like €8, €10. Crazy. Then we do have Matt Ishida, Event Pack 5, Double Diamond, $50. Yeah, this is just hype in general. This will flood as soon as possible. Like I said, you pull it, you trade it away for things you need for future decks at Nats. There's no reason to hold on to this stuff. Europe side looking like €4, €10. Attack of the Heavy Mobile, Event Pack 5. Same thing's going to happen here. This thing's going to crash and burn. I expect this to be lower into like $10 range after this weekend. Same thing happened last year. Same thing's going to happen this year. We're at 20s right now. Europe side looking like €4, €5, €8. Yeah, send it to me. I'll pay 5s. But I think that is all. Yeah, that is all we had for this market watch. What do you guys think? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.